Well, I found a somewhat interesting problem. We need to evaluate this function, but we need an exact value of that, right? And they suggest to use the value 1/3, using the derivative of this function, which is expressed in two different forms. So they give us a hint, giving us the expression for the derivative in the function and as a sum. So how do we calculate that? Well, first thing is we can see this part as a somewhat equivalent form of this, but there's certain difference. So we can calculate this as if we evaluate it in 1/3, we get function at 1/3 equals the sum, which is I'm just plugging in the values here, and I get this sequence this series. Okay, so now I wanna try to compare it with this expression. I'm gonna calculate it like this. So this one, which is this one, gives me this sequence, right? The sum. I can see that I can relate one to another by dividing this by 3. So if I divide it by 3, this by 3, I get similar terms. 1/3 would correspond to this, 2/9, 3/27, etc. So 1/3 of this equals this. So that's why I'm going to express right now here. Okay, 1/3 of this equals this. So, but I also know that these two are somewhat related. I can perhaps divide, if I have 1/3 of this, I can have 1/3 of this, so I'm gonna calculate using this, which is exactly the hint that they give us here. And if we use the values of 1/3, I get 1/3. The sum evaluated in 1/3 also equals this. So of course I'm just plugging in the values and the final answer will be this. So hope it works.